Have you ever spent ages trying to put together a PowerPoint presentation for your class and you just know there's got to be another way? I think a lot of us, if we come from a corporate world, if we've spent years in the workplace, we might think, well, my PowerPoint needs to reflect a certain brand identity or it needs to be of a professional standard. But a lot of times, for school purposes, your teachers want to see that you understand the material, not necessarily that you can make it the most beautiful thing ever. So, today I want to talk to you about how to use some of the inbuilt features in Word and PowerPoint to go from a text outline to a fully formatted PowerPoint presentation in practically minutes. And is it going to win any design awards? Probably not. But is it going to get you through that class? 100%. Let's give it a try. Today, I'm demonstrating how to do this in Word and PowerPoint for Mac. If you're on Windows or another platform, your features might look slightly different, but you should have the same options available to you. So, what I have now is my content for my slides. This is just a basic outline. There's a little bit of bold text, but otherwise, it's mostly just normal text, and this is our starting point. The first thing we need to do is to make all of our headings heading 1. And so I'll highlight my headings and select heading 1. I have a couple others because I have outlined 3 slides here. So I'm going to have 3 headings. So all of the headings are heading 1. Next, I need to make all of the rest of the content heading 2. So again, I highlight it and choose heading 2. It retains the bold text that I've already selected. And I save it. Next, we need to export the file. If you're on a Mac, you want to save it as an RTF. So I go up to the File menu, Save As, and select RTF. This will save the document. Now I have the document on my desktop, so I move over to PowerPoint. We're done with Word, and I'm going to go, I have a new presentation. I'm going to go to Slides, this new slide section, and Outline. Now I select the RTF file that I saved and click Insert. This generates all of my slides. There's one extra in there, so we'll just delete that. So now I have all my slides, but they're pretty boring, and my professor's not going to want to look at that. He wants a little bit of professionalism. So I'm going to go over here to Designer and let it work its magic. So now it's going to give me some options for all of the slides. And I start with the first one. I got a few options here. I really like this cute cat one. Okay, great. So I've selected the cat slide. Now I move to the next one, low stakes entertainment. Oh, see, more cute pictures. But I can also choose charts or graphs that it puts together. I think in this case, I'm going to go with a chart. And now I move on to the next slide. Now, a lot of times it'll work off of what you've selected before. So I chose this orange and green and blue theme. And so it'll give me things that are sort of in line, but then it'll also kind of deviate a little bit. So you can really look at a lot of different options. And one of the things, so if I select this and then I go back to another one, it will regenerate ideas, and sometimes it'll create things that are more in line with the theme that I've now chosen. So the low stakes entertainment, I change to this. And then finally, I want this community and meme culture slide. I think I'm going to go with that one's kind of nice. So now I can go back. If I went down the rabbit hole with a different theme and my title slide is no longer looking like it matches, again, I can have it regenerate different options and choose different layouts. It'll kind of keep coming up with ideas. So it's a really fun, quick way to format your slides You don't have to spend a lot of time placing things, determining the right position for everything, looking for stock photos, building charts and tables. You can really let PowerPoint do the heavy lifting. And that is so critical in a school atmosphere where you just don't need that sort of corporate polish that you would typically see on things. I hope this walkthrough has been helpful for you. If you have questions or comments about using PowerPoint for your classes, leave them in the comments. You can also check out this other video on screen that YouTube thinks you might like. I'll see you later, midlife learners.